What is going on, sports card fiends? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day, and today we're here with a video on my stock up and stock down for the recent USMNT camp that we saw. Kind of made some waves. I wasn't really expecting that as far as what I was expecting going in. I wanted a decent game against Switzerland, which is what we got from the first friendly. In this camp, we were trying to mimic what the World Cup qualifiers are going to be like. So basically, people playing overseas, then coming back and playing 3 games. And so we played Switzerland overseas. We lost 2-1 overall in the game. I thought we were pretty competitive, so I was happy with it. Then beyond that, we come back and play Honduras, where we need, I think it was an 89th minute header by Sibachu to be able to win that without having to go to penalties, which would have been terrifying. So just skidded by there. On to the final, where we play Mexico, and if you haven't already seen, we won 3-2 in extra time on a Pulisic penalty and a Horvath penalty save. Just 2 penalties that were awarded at like the 110th and the 120th minute. Really a dramatic game. I think it had everything that anyone could have wanted if you were watching the whole thing. It was absolutely amazing. But as far as what I took away from the camp, stock up, stock down, we'll get into that now. So we'll start with the very, very good notes. Most of these are stock ups because, I mean, we performed really well in my opinion, so I'm going to lean more that way. The first one is kind of more of the under the radar one that I really think showed his impact, and that was Tyler Adams, center defensive mid for Leipzig, center defensive mid for us as well. Just so pivotal to our team. He's Conte-esque in what he offers, and basically he played a game and a half. He played the last, half game against Mexico, and then he played in the friendly against Costa Rica, and you could tell that our midfield was entirely different with him in there. Our defense was even entirely different with him in there. He offers a lot to be desired from our team that we can't kind of mask without him. Our defenders are one of our biggest liabilities, so to have someone that's just an absolute wrecking ball in the midfield is something that we definitely are going to need. So whenever he wasn't there, you were yearning for it. You could just see that is desperately what we needed. In our first game where we tried to play Jackson Ewell, that was terrible. And so that being our drop off from Tyler Adams to Jackson Ewell was just shocking. And so it really makes you appreciate him. However, he is often injured, which is kind of problematic, and something that we're going to have to work on going forward is getting a backup center defensive midfielder, because if Adams goes down, I'm going to not feel very confident going forward. From a card perspective, I don't know what that means. I don't think that that's going to have a big impact, but as far as a fan perspective, it makes me appreciate him much more. On to someone that might get some more card flair because he's an attacker, and that's how these things work, and he's young, and it's Gio Reyna, someone that I am insanely high on. Reyna looked like our best attacker, so I mean, for me, when you're up there with Pulisic and you're looking like the guy, that shows all you need to see at 18. Obviously, still a ton of work to have been done, but he did score a goal against Mexico and had a nice penalty against Costa Rica, and I think people have now been exposed to just how good this kid is. He's so ball secure. Whenever he's one of about 3 people on our team, when he gets the ball, you feel like he's not going to lose it. Like, there's no way someone's taking this off him. He's going to make the right decision, go the right way with it. He's incredibly physical at 18, and as far as like grit and determination and just effort on the pitch, he brings that, and that's what you want, especially in a rivalry against Mexico. I think the 2 standouts for me of people that really wanted to, get involved in scraps and really show their presence on the pitch were Reyna and McKennie. McKennie being the more of the 2, but at the end of the day, Reyna wanting all that smoke while someone like Pulisic kind of is more standoffish and just away from the action shows me all I need to see, that Reyna wants to be involved. He is willing to basically die for the team, and that is just all I want as a fan. The first stock down is going to be our strikers. I wasn't very excited with what I saw there. Josh Sargent didn't show too much at all, so no finishing there, no confidence at all. He is looking hopefully for a move. That's what I'm hearing. I heard Gladbach is at least the rumor of now, but who knows. At least a higher tier Bundesliga side would be nice, someone that can get him involved in the attack, because at this point he's basically been playing as a center mid for Werder Bremen. So I'm not really shocked there. He did look better than Sibachu when Sibachu came on, because I just didn't really see the work rate from Sibachu or even the link-up play that Sargent has, and neither one was really clinical in the box. Sibachu did get the header, but that was on a platter from McKennie, so I'm not really going to bump Sibachu up because he scored. I mean, I appreciate it, but he didn't really impress me besides that. Daryl Dike is the one that I'll say just stayed even. He did have a goal against Costa Rica, which is good. However, I wasn't too impressed by his link-up play and his ability. If we're playing a team where maybe we're not going to be able to build up through the back and we just want to bomb balls forward and let someone come down with it and play off him, DK's the guy, by all means. But if we're trying to do what Berhalter is, which is a lot of link-up play and a lot of involving other people into the game in quick manners, that's not going to be DK. I don't think he's our guy, and this kind of exemplified that for me more. But if we are going to mix it up entirely, he is who I would want to go with. And then for some stock up, our backup wingers performed really well in my opinion, Brendan Aronson and Tim Weah. I thought that they both did really good going forward, Brendan Aronson actually getting some goals, Tim Weah did not. However, I thought they both offered a lot going forward, and I was very excited with that. Brendan Aronson, I feel like, does kind of get bodied out of games sometimes, so in a CONCACAF setting where teams can kind of get away with a lot, I don't know if he's necessarily going to be our best option. However, if it's a team where he can kind of work up and link with other people and isn't going to have to worry too much about the physical aspect, I think he's perfect. Tim Weah wasn't exactly clinical in the final third, however, I thought he played really well, and personally for me, I really like him as just a card buy because he's so positionless, and he kind of showed that more in this camp, and a lot of the USMNT fans were pretty happy with him. He hasn't been in camp a lot lately, so we finally got another look at him. And then final little bit of stock down. The first one, which is kind of notable, is Serginho Dest. Up until now, kind of a fan favorite in the sense that he plays for Barca, really flashy. A lot of people are going to like that. Hit an absolute banger against Jamaica, and so it's been fun. It's been fun. But this stretch wasn't very good. I don't know if it's a long season of Barca that he's getting over, that maybe, and I feel that could be the case for not even just CONCACAF settings, but Euros as well, that there are going to be people that probably have lingering health issues, or just they aren't fully fit, so they're not going to perform at their best. Maybe that's the excuse you give them. I don't really know. Against Mexico, he kind of got bodied. He did have some flair that was going on, but he didn't really offer much. I wasn't too impressed. And even before that, in the Honduras game, looking very casual in our other games. So I wasn't very impressed, but at the end of the day, I think that he still offers a ton for us in just unlocking the rest of our attack. And if we can play at 3 at the back, or if we have Tyler Adams, we'll be defensively sound, and I would definitely like him to be our wingback. And beyond that, the last stock down is just the MLS guys. Another reminder, if you're not involved in it too much, these MLS guys are not going to be of the caliber. We might be able to use them here and there and fill in some gaps, especially with the young team that we have now, but long term, it's not going to be sustainable. Jackson Ewell was absolutely horrible. If I have to see that man play for the full strength team again, I will gouge my eyes out. I already had to watch him play for the Olympic team, and he didn't even look good then in the U23, so why he's playing for our main team, I'll never have a clue. Beyond that, Sebastian Lletget, he does score goals. I understand that he has runs into the box where he gets a ball passed to him and he scores it, and that is great. I think a lot of midfielders can do that. Beyond that, whenever I see him with the ball and a defender in his vicinity, there is almost a 0% chance that that man is going to take him on and then get past and go create something. It's always just a neutral pass that goes back and doesn't do anything. And so when you have Yunus Musa sitting on the bench and Lletget just basically being a nothing, like, I could go out there and at least I would try the same things he's doing. I might not do them, but I would be doing the same thing because I know I can't beat anyone. So it's wild. I don't know what the issue was with Musa and why he didn't play, but at the end of the day, I think Musa is definitely going to dethrone someone in midfield, and so I don't think there's a lot of time left in these MLS guys. If you're buying MLS cards, I would definitely just recommend to stick to younger guys with low pop and just don't go overboard, because I don't think they're going to be involved too long. So yeah, that has been it for Stock Up and Stock Down from this USMNT camp. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you want to see more like this, feel free to let me know down below. Make sure to leave a like. Any things you want me to add to it, would love to hear. We got the Gold Cup in July, and also I'll be doing these for the qualifiers throughout the fall and spring of next year, which should be a really fun time. So if you guys enjoyed, like I said, make sure to leave a like. Let me know down below. And with that said, hopefully you have a wonderful day, and peace.